Hello and welcome to On The Bench LFC. Thank you to everyone that's joined me today. Worthless, Mohammed, how are you guys? So it's a update video, a news video, but at the same time I want to talk to you guys just to have an update, just to catch up, silly things like that. It's World Mental Health Day as well, so I want to talk to you guys a little bit because I suffer with mental health issues as well, and I know a lot of you guys do. So we will talk about that one in this today, because I believe that there shouldn't just be one day about it. I believe we all suffer, don't we guys, every single day of the year. So we will talk about that as well in today's show. But what have we got today? I hope you've all had a fantastic day anyway. But we have got the topic for this video in general is who will step up with James Milner out, because we know by now, and if you don't, James Milner is out for up to a month with a hamstring injury that he got during the Man City game. So it's a difficult one in that sense, because we've got the players as in Fabinho, he's there, he's been lingering in the background waiting for his chance. Does he get his chance to step up? Naby Keita, people aren't happy with his performances so far in a general sense, but will he be the man that all of a sudden just blows up and takes over the scene? Adam Lallana now is going to be available for the Huddersfield game. We've got the update there. He will be coming back into the frame for that one. So are we going to see Adam Lallana all of a sudden be available and become the Adam Lallana that we used to see? I know that he's got this injury record hanging over his head as well, but how good would it be to see Adam Lallana come back in and just go, do you know what? Milner's out, I'm going to step up and be like the big dog again in midfield. That'd be great, you know. Adam Lallana, something that we've all been saying is that we've been lacking creative midfielders. We've been lacking that creative spark in midfield. The one player that I know has got a bit of creativeness inside of him, that's Adam Lallana, our two-footed little genius he could be for us if he comes back in. So yeah, so we've got that to talk about in today's show. Also, a transfer update. A lot of you guys were messaging me over the last week saying Lucas Paqueta, because his agent was in Liverpool, and I said let's not get our hopes up too much about that one. It looks like he's joining AC Milan, and Liverpool have said we didn't have interest in him in the summer. We're not interested in him still now. So yeah, that looks like he's going to AC Milan anyway, guys. All right, so but Aaron Ramsey seems like he could be the player that Jurgen Klopp's interested in, so we might see a move for him in January. So as always, let me get your views on that one. If you're watching a replay back, leave a comment down below, let us know your views as well. So Worthless, Mohammed, Scotty, Furno, welcome to the live stream. Gillian, good to see you all today. Connor, Dan, Joseph, how are you all doing? I hope you're all very well today. Thank you for joining me. Joseph says we are looking mad tired. Joseph, yeah, a lot of people are saying that. A lot of people are saying that we look a bit leggy, especially towards the end of the games, which does make sense, because if you're tired as the games go on, you definitely would see a drop-off in the performance levels. Yeah, I don't know. Are we too tired already at this stage of the season? If we are looking tired now, then that's a warning sign, isn't it? That is concerning if you do think that the players are tired already. I'm not too sure. I don't know whether I'm wondering whether they're tired or whether I'm thinking that they're just holding back because of this defensiveness now that we've got this year. I don't know whether it's the tactics, because my look at it is, guys, and I've said it time and time again, I think that we worked a hell of a lot on the defensive side of our game. And I think that in pre-season, going into this year, I think that it was defend, defend, defend. And I think that now we're very defensive and very good and solid as a unit. But we just need to find the right balance. I don't think we found that right balance yet. Last year, the years before, we were this amazing attacking unit, but we didn't have the defence to match it, did we? And now this year, we're riding on the defence at the moment. I think the attack has been really good as well. Don't get me wrong, in the sense of we're still winning games, aren't we? We've still done really well up to this point. You know, I've seen people go the recent games, but if you actually do look on paper at the teams that we've played, I'm actually really happy with where we are at the moment with the fixtures that we've had as well, you know, and we've got some good fixtures ahead of us now. You're looking at Man City and Chelsea and everyone raving about them, but
we're joint with them in the Premier League, and they've got the tougher fixtures coming up, and we've got the easier fixtures coming up. So let's see how and where they will be over the next couple of months, and let's see where we will be. So you know, I think we still do need to find the right balance, because I'm definitely on the same wavelength as you guys that it doesn't seem as jelly as it doesn't seem to be gelling as much when it comes to the attack, does it? You know, I think we are quite one-dimensional in the balls up to the attackers, you know, looking for that ball over the top to Salah, trying to get it up too quick to the attackers. I would like to see us hold the ball quite a bit in midfield, and be a bit more in possession of the ball. We're so used to being dominant as a team, aren't we, and being in possession of the ball a lot more than the other teams. And I think this year it's been very different, and it's taken a bit of a while to get used to, isn't it, as supporters of Liverpool? And maybe it is just that. Are we seeing a completely different Liverpool and Jurgen Klopp style? It might just take a bit of a while to get used to. I must admit, we're used to blowing teams away. This year, we're not blowing teams away. We're getting the results. We're getting the points for the table. And if that's how we win the Premier League, then I take it. And I think a lot of you guys would. If we won the Premier League this year, you would look back at it and go, do you know what? I didn't really care about these performances where it didn't click. It didn't matter too much when you look back over the season. We won the Premier League, but if we don't manage to win things, and we don't, then people are going to be asking questions. So at this stage, we're still early on in the season. We are. So there's a lot of questions floating about at the moment, and we're just not used to the way we're playing yet, are we? But there's still room for improvement. Talking about that as well, Ronald Koeman has said that Virgil van Dijk has room for improvement. Look, every player out there's got room for improvement, even the best players in the world. You know, no matter who you are as a person, what profession you're in, you know, you always strive to get better. And I'm sure Van Dijk as a person, he's always trying to get better as well. So I do kind of get this, but he says Van Dijk is too laid back on the pitch sometimes because of his power, because of his pace. He said that he can be a little bit complacent and can be a little bit too laid back. So let me know your views on that. Do you agree that, you know, Virgil, we talk about how calming of a presence he is on the pitch and how good he's been since he's come into Liverpool in calming everyone around him and being so commanding, but can that sometimes be the opposite? Is Koeman onto something there? I don't know. I agree that everyone can improve. That is something that I always believe in. But Koeman saying that Van Dijk is too laid back, I'm not too sure that I think Van Dijk is too laid back. I just think he's a quality centre-back. I put him up there as... I say he's the best centre-back in the world. You know, he's a Liverpool centre-back. He's amazing. He can improve still, but I think he's the best centre-back in the world. And I think he's got so much more room for improvement as well. In the sense of his age. So I think we still got more to come from him down the line. What we got? Paul says, hello Daz and everyone. Hello Paul, mate. How are you? Scotty says, I'm feeling down. Scotty, mate, why are you feeling down? Talk to us, buddy. Jay says, hey Daz, mate, it's been ages. Yeah, a couple of days. Obviously I did the build-up show and the watch-along on the weekend. Guys, at the moment, obviously there's so much going on with me at the moment. I'll talk to you guys about that in a minute. But yeah, you know, today I wanted to get this video out there for you lot. But it is World Mental Health Day, so I thought it's a good day for me to tell you guys a bit about what's going on as well. Paul says, I'm good, Gillian, just getting my dinner. Louis says, Daz, did you hear the rumour the other day that apparently we might get Lucas Paqueta in January, but now apparently he's going to AC Milan? False. Yes. When I first heard it the other day, I was like, yes, I would take him. He's a quality player. Looks good. But I did say the other day, didn't I? I said I wouldn't get your hopes up too much over it because it could be, and it could mean anything. And yeah, with this AC Milan stuff, I think he generally is going to AC Milan, or it looks like that for sure today. So yeah, out of the players, yeah, I don't think we're going to get Paqueta. Looking at it, I think, what's the other one? I've got a complete mind block here. Ramsey is the one that I think out of the players that we're linked with, as much as a lot of Liverpool fans are like, no, we don't want him. I actually generally do think that Ramsey might be the one that we target. Fekir is injured, and a lot of people are going, see, his knee didn't hold out. Liverpool did the right thing. It's not his knee. It's come out that it's actually his ankle. I think he's injured for at least a month, but I think he might be back for the City game, is what I saw. So, yeah, it's a blow for the player himself, but it's not his knee, guys. It's not his knee. It's his ankle. So, yeah. I saw someone put, though, that he could have an ankle injury because his knee is playing up. So I thought, God, there's people out there that will do anything, isn't there? There really is. Thomas says more of Shaq in midfield. Yeah, well, today I read an article on Shakiri saying that he feels like he's close to the starting 11 and that his preferred role is a number 10. And he does want to play that role more. So, yeah, his preferred role for Liverpool would be the number 10. And interestingly, I didn't know this, but he's still living in Manchester, the same place that he lived in before he moved. So he's still living there. And he hasn't been to the city of Liverpool, apart from with the team in the team hotel or something, I think he said in this article that he had done. So I think it would be nice if he went to the city of Liverpool a bit more. I think he would enjoy it. I love the city of Liverpool. I think it's absolutely amazing. So, yeah. But he was talking about his preferred role being the number 10. And I want to see him play that role more. You guys are talking about we need more creativity in there. And I think Shakiri, the big calves, it's his birthday. So happy birthday to him. 27. I think he's 27 today. Hang on. I've wrote down in my trusty notepad. Yeah, he's 27. So, yeah, 27 years old. Creative player, whack him in midfield. Will he be the player to step up in midfield, guys? Gillian says, hope you're okay. Paul is right. Don't waste your time on him. Obviously a bad manager to do that. Did Scotty say what's going on? Because my boss has been talking about me behind my back. That's not good at all. Yeah, like they say, listen to what everyone else is saying in there. Not very good at all, mate. I hope you're all right, Scott. Like, pull for it, buddy. Pull for it. Don't listen to the bad people out there. Mohammed says, crazy idea, Daz. Let's use Bobby as a midfielder and Shakiri, Salah, Mane attack. How's that, Dazzy? It's new. And I think that if it still isn't clicking down the line, I think that we do need to freshen it up a little bit, mix it up a bit, keep the other teams guessing as well. I don't see the harm in trying something new. If it's not working, try something a bit different. The old saying is, if it's not broken, don't need to fix it or don't fix it. But at the moment, it's not fully clicking up top. We're getting points, but it's not gelling fully, as I was saying at the beginning of the stream, or jelly, as I called it. Then, yeah, so for me, I would definitely look at trying to mix it up a bit. Bobby, at the moment, with the new tactics, with how we're playing, a lot of people are saying, where's Bobby? What's going on? What is happening with Bobby? I think it might be down to the tactics. I think last year and the seasons before, we're like, wow, Bobby, what he does is bringing Salah into the game. It's bringing Mane in. His tracking back is amazing. Bobby's still an amazing player. But I think with the new system and with the way we're trying to oof the ball up the pitch really quick and get it to Salah and get Mane, I think it's eradicating Bobby. I think it's just bypassing him completely. So, yeah, I'm down for dropping Bobby back into midfield a bit or playing differently to bring Bobby into the game a bit more, because I think they are actually missing Bobby out of the game because of the way we're trying to play. I really do. I think even when Trent's on the right, I think you see Trent is driving a ball into midfield with a long pass, or he's whipping it in, or Robbo's getting out to the left and crossing it. I just think they are missing Bobby completely out of the game. And I think it's hurting him in that sense. I really do. Let me know your views on that one, guys. But yeah, I think what Mohammed is saying here about mixing it up, I don't see a harm in trying something a bit different at the moment when it comes to the attack. I think we need to bring Shakiri into midfield. I think Lallana coming back for Huddersfield, he's a creative player as well. Just something a bit different. Something a bit different. I'm happy with what we're doing so far. We're joint, as I say, top of the table, even though people are going, well, technically you're not top of the table. The other fans are saying that. It's like, well, we are joint on points. So we should be happy with what we've achieved so far this year, because I think we're doing bloody well. I really do. And any supporter that says that we're not, on paper we are, guys. I just think it will take time to get used to how we're playing, but we do need to mix it up a little bit when it comes to the attack, because it is getting a little bit stagnated in certain areas of the game, and people are saying that we're looking a bit leggy, so maybe a bit more rotation. Possibly. Klopp did say that he will mix it up against teams that don't need the workhorses in midfield. So I think we will see Shakiri a bit more. I think we are going to see Lallana put in there when he's back match fit. Will their injuries stay at bay for Lallana? We don't know at the moment, but I hope that it does, because Lallana is one of those creative players that we need, isn't he? Paul says, Daz, I didn't realise organising a 40th could be so stressful. Oh, mate, I feel for you. Yeah, birthday parties, organising them and stuff like that, it is very stressful. But yeah, a few more greys kicking in, Paul, maybe. I hope that it doesn't get too stressful for you, buddy. Take a couple of minutes and chill with that. And I think the key to it is get other people involved. Don't take it all on yourself. Every time I try and organise birthday parties for people and stuff, it is so much work, isn't it, mate? It really is. I wish you all the best of it. I really do. Lee says, how long Milner out for? Anyone? Well, they're saying, a couple of reports are saying a couple of weeks because of how, you know, him getting pulled off and stuff like that did good for him. They're saying out for up to a month. So it depends, really. It does depend on the player. He is James Milner. But at the same time, I don't want to see him rush back because he has been instrumental for us so far this season. So, yeah, I don't want to see him rushed. I want to see and make sure that he's okay. It is a blow for us because, as I say, he's been instrumental. He's been a fantastic player for us so far this year. I wanted to get your guys' views on whether you think Fabinho should now come into the team or whether you would like to see, you know, one of the other players step up. I know a lot of you guys were starting to like how Jordan Henderson was starting to command midfield and play recently. And I also get that a lot of you guys were like, no, still don't like Jordan Henderson, don't want him in there. So the Jordan Henderson debate is always going to be there. It will always be there until Jordan Henderson is no longer a Liverpool player. That will be there forever. I think Jordan Henderson could play the best game of his Liverpool career, and the people that just don't like Jordan Henderson just would not see it, because I just think he's one of them types of players that if you don't see what he does, then you just don't like him. He's that type of player, isn't he? He really is. He's Marmite. I call him Liverpool's Marmite player. You either love him or you hate him, I think, you know. And I do wonder if Jordan Henderson as captain ever becomes Liverpool manager one day, how people would feel about that. That would be a very interesting debate, and hopefully we can talk about that when that comes to it. Charlotte says, I wish Suarez, Gerrard and Torres stayed in Liverpool, then we could use him. Oh yeah, mate. Great players, absolute great players there, buddy. Michael says, to answer your question, Daz, Curtis Jones. Oh, Michael, absolutely love it. You know, we were talking in pre-season about Curtis Jones and him getting game time this year because he had a fantastic pre-season, Michael, didn't he? Absolutely fantastic. I really like Curtis Jones. I think he's got a massive future. He's not going to get thrown into the big games, is he? But when you've got Huddersfield and stuff like that, does he start getting minutes, Michael? Obviously for yourself, putting him out there in that, I think you agree. I think you say that he does get minutes. Dan LFC says, hey Daz, hey Dan mate, how are you? Gillian says, about a month, so you're answering the question about James Milner. Yeah, it does look like it is a blow. When I saw how long he was going to be out, I was gutted, absolutely gutted. Louis says, this could be time where Naby Keita could play more games. Same with Fabinho. Yes. Yeah, people haven't been convinced by Naby's signing so far, but I did want to highlight this, and I'm going to highlight it again. Fabinho, Klopp is doing what Klopp does with players. When we normally sign them, he keeps them out of the spotlight, right? Because he wants him to learn Liverpool's way. He wants to keep him out of the team and let him adjust and do all that. He's done the same with other players, Robertson, Ox, you know, he gives them time. The one thing that Naby is doing, Naby's in the first team and he's getting game time and he's playing a lot more than what Fabinho is, and even Shakiri. Now Shakiri is a player that's played in the Premier League, so I said it before, guys, and I will highlight it again. Naby Keita, you are going to see his bad performances, you are going to see his good performances, you're going to see a fluctuation because he is a new player to the Premier League, he is a new player to Liverpool. I did expect to see more from him because we know how good Naby is, but that is a testament to how good of a player he is. But we are going to see bad performances from him because he is new to the Premier League. He is new to Liverpool and he is new to the country. So I think you will see fluctuations in his performances. Consistency-wise, it will take time. I think it's very rare that you see a new player come into a club and absolutely hit the ground running. I think you've got to look at players like Luis Suarez. Now, how good was Luis Suarez for Liverpool, guys? He was fantastic. We talk about him and say, what a player. But I remember watching Luis Suarez back at the beginning and being frustrated with him, saying we know how good he is in games. And in other games, he couldn't hit a barn door. You know, it just wasn't happening for him. He would have 10 shots at goal and it was going wide and everything like that. And it just didn't click at the beginning. And then it did come good. And I think, you know, I'm hoping with Naby Keita that we know how good he's been before. Hopefully we see the good games start to come in, but I do expect to see some inconsistency levels from him because, as I say, we are seeing it on show because he's not being granted the time to bed into Liverpool like what Fabinho is, like what Shakiri is. Do you know what I mean, guys? I just think that's the way I look at it anyway. But hopefully he does come good. And I think he's a bit shy as well. I think at the moment he's not playing with the confidence levels that he was playing at in his previous club because he's at a new club and it's a big move. Don't forget, Liverpool's a massive club. Massive move for anyone. I tell you what, guys, I'm not good enough to play for Liverpool anyway. I never would have been, even in my prime days of being able to play football or whatever. I got into Charlton and I was like, yes, I'm going to be a professional footballer. But if I was a professional footballer and I got moved to Liverpool, I think the pressure of playing for Liverpool Football Club would be massive. But these top players, that's what they live for, isn't it? So at the same time, you do look at them and you go, yeah, you've got your big move. You need to step up, wear the shirt with pride. And some players, they thrive in that. Maybe Naby might take a bit more time with that one. We don't know, but hopefully he comes good. Max says, I'd like to see Keita, Fabinho and Hendo together. Ooh, yeah. I think that would be a solid defensive midfield, Max. Solid defensive midfield. I'm just wondering whether they might be too defensive at the moment because the way I'm looking at it, Max, is Keita, as I say, the confidence at the moment, we're not really seeing him drive forwards in midfield and being very attacking. Fabinho, holding midfielder, that he can travel with the ball forwards, but predominantly a holding midfielder. And Henderson, I think his best position is more of a box-to-box and a holder. I don't think he ever really swallowed that holding midfield role. I think he was better when he played more advanced. But as you guys pointed out, he's not the best holding midfielder that Liverpool have got either. So I'm feeling like that midfield three would be quality if you wanted to see out a game. If you were 2 goals up, you wanted to see out a game, you've got Keita, Fabinho and Hendo in midfield. You've got 3 midfielders there that are going to work their backsides off to see out a game and be solid defensively, hopefully, in my opinion. But I would like to see a bit more creativity in midfield there, if that makes sense. But let me know your views though, Max, on that, whether you think that there is enough creativity in that for you, buddy. Junior says Fekir seems unlikely to. Looks like it might be Ramsey, Rabiot or both. Junior, yes. Yeah. Rabiot, even though we was like, yeah, we're not interested in him because of all the stuff that come out. I think Liverpool learnt their lesson from the Van Dijk tapping up situation. I would like to think that we would be throwing our keys in the bowl. I'll put it that way. It's a weird way of putting it, but putting a hat in the mix for Rabiot because I think he's a very quality midfielder. I think every team in the world would want to sign him. And yeah, because of the situation there as well, he's a quality midfielder that I would like to see us go for. But Ramsey, I think Ramsey, from what I'm reading, Klopp is a big admirer of his. The injury situation with Ramsey does worry me because I look at Lallana, I look at Sturridge, I look at a few of the players, even Jordan Henderson, and I think Liverpool have got a few players on the cards, even Ox right now, and I think there's a few players there that you're looking at, are they fully available all the time? And Ramsey might fall into that bracket because of his injury record at Arsenal, but I speak to the likes of Mickey that you guys know, he appears on the channel, he's one of the team of On The Bench, and he's often in live chat as well. And he said that Arsenal players, when they're at Arsenal, there's something that Arsenal do. They give them their injuries, they're always injured there, and a lot of the players go on to other teams and they're not as injured as much and they do really well. So Mickey's adamant that Ramsey would be a quality signing for us. And if you look on paper, Ramsey is a very good quality attacking midfielder. I think what he would bring to our team is a midfielder that scores goals. And it's something that I do agree Liverpool lack. I think when I was looking at Fekir signing for Liverpool, the one thing that I was craving was a midfielder that would score goals. Someone that would drive through midfield, be a real creative flair. He was a captain as well. And just be able to score some long goals from midfield. And it was something that I was really enjoying watching Ox grow into his role and what he was doing. And I think Ramsey would bring that. So if we do sign Ramsey, I'm going to be open-minded. And I'm going to say, okay, Klopp wants him. And I always trust in Klopp. as we always say, we trust in Klopp. If he identifies a target, you just have to go, okay, I'll swallow it. I'm going to listen to my manager, and he knows better than me, because of course he does. I mean, I was wrong over Robertson. So wrong. When we signed him, I was like, wow, we need a top left back. He goes and signs Robertson. Why is he doing that? That's not going to improve, the left back spot. But my God, was I wrong. Hold my hands up, not just here, but fully. Robertson is a beauty, isn't he? He's fantastic. So, yeah, if we go after Ramsey, I see the qualities that he could bring to Liverpool. I really do. And the price as well, the price for him, it wouldn't be breaking the bank. Does that mean it frees up some fees down the line for some other players? Who knows? Is Klopp identifying targets in other areas? I'm not too sure at the moment. So, yeah, I'm going to keep an eye on the Ramsey one, ladies and gentlemen, because I think that might have some movement. More so than what I was feeling over the Paqueta stuff. You guys know that when that was brought up the other week, I was like, don't get your hopes up too much over it. It was good that, they were saying that his agent was in Liverpool, but wasn't getting too sure on that. The Ramsey could go either way, because it depends on where he wants to choose and the situations there, but I could see that one. It's just the sort of signing that I could see us making. And then there's another bit of transfer news today as well, that this is fluttered about for a little bit, and it's that Barcelona are interested in making a shock bid for Alberto Moreno. I don't know whether I consider that a shock move, to be honest, because I think Alberto Moreno possibly might just suit a team like Barcelona. And as much as you guys would go, get out of here, what are you talking about? You're chatting rubbish, Dazza. But on a serious note, it hasn't worked for him at Liverpool. He needs football. He does need football. Does he get football at Barcelona? Probably not so much, but the Spanish league, yeah, I think he goes there. I think he would, prefer to move back there. I think he's rapid, isn't he? He's fast. I just think it would be better for him to maybe move there. And if they're interested in signing him, then fair play to him. Fair play to him. If he gets moved to Barcelona, then I think quality for him. He's a good lad. He's a funny lad. Everyone seems to like him. So, yeah, fair play if he gets moved to Barcelona. But Liverpool then need to sign another left back, in my opinion. And we spoke in length on one of the live streams a couple of weeks ago, I think it was, who you guys would like to bring in and who I said about, and my shout was Sessegnon, but a lot of you guys were saying his future is at left wing. But I think that's actually quite a good move, because I think that it would give us back up to Mane as well. So, yeah, let me know your views on that one, guys. We've got Wayno in the building as well. Welcome today, guys. PD's in here. O-Dog. Good to see you all joining me. Thank you for joining. Connor says, would like to see us play a 4-2-3-1 like we did against Southampton. We looked very attacking, as Salah and Shakiri had a very good game in the formation. Yeah, I like that, mate. I really like that. I think it might come down to a bit of a changing of the formation, personally myself. Mixing it up a little bit, like we were saying. Yeah, definitely. O-Dog says, bring in Sancho. He's a young, creative player, and people are just starting to realise his potential. He looks like he's smashing it a little bit now. I've got to admit. He looks like he's, as you say, people are starting to realise his potential. He looks like he's enjoying his football, doesn't he? Connor had said that. Thorgan Hazard, says Louis. So that's a player that you would like there. Mohammed says, if we sign a creative player, we should sign Suso. He was in Liverpool before. What do you think, guys? I see that he didn't rule. I think the last interview that I saw of Suso, he didn't rule out a move back to Liverpool in the long run, and that sparked this massive thing in the summer that Liverpool was going to sign him again. He's a good player. I think we never see Suso back at Liverpool, personally. It's just my look at it. I don't know what it is, guys. I think the Suso at Liverpool thing, it's gone. I just don't feel like we ever do see him. Look, I don't know anyone at Liverpool. I'm not a James Pearce. I don't speak to anyone close. It's just my personal views. I think he's a good player. I think he's a different type of player to what we have as well. I just have this feeling that I just don't think we will ever see him play for us. But of course, let me know your views, guys. Does he fit Jurgen Klopp's style as well? Do we need a player like Suso as well to mix it up a little bit? Possibly. We're talking about mixing it up a little bit. Possibly, guys. Wetting thy palate. Kevin, good to see you today, my friend. And Yazar says, we're missing Ox. I think so. I think so, yes. I think we really are. He was a proper driving force in midfield. He really was. And I think he was growing as well. Really, really starting to grow. So I think this season, if he wasn't injured, we would have even been seeing better and more from him. So yeah, I think he's been a massive miss personally. And I think he's going to come back a better player from this. I really do. Because I think mentally, I think he's going to be ready when he comes back. I think he's going to be adamant and determined. So hopefully he comes back a better player mentally as well. So yeah, but I agree with you, mate. I think we are missing him. I think he's definitely the sort of player that we needed in midfield. He not just is in what he was doing when he was driving forwards and that, but I think he made the other midfielders look better when he played in midfield alongside him. I think he was getting the best out of everyone around him. The way he was linking up with the attack as well. He was really opening it up for Salah as well at one point, wasn't he? Odog says, I trust in Klopp, but it makes no sense to me to sign Ramsey when we paid 40 million for Fabinho and not played him. I get you, Odog. I get you, but that's yet. That is yet, isn't it, mate? We haven't played Fabinho yet. I think if we sign Ramsey, he's a different player to Fabinho. I think we're still crying out for an attacking midfielder. I think you've got to look at. I think we were still trying to sign Fekir as well as Fabinho. I think they were both targets at the same time. The Fekir stuff, it fell through, didn't it? I think we would have signed Fekir and Fabinho at the same time. Fekir, would he have been thrown in straight away from the season, or would he have been bedded in? I'm not too sure. We don't know. That question is never going to be answered at the moment, is it? Unless we do go back in and sign him. I still find it hard to really write off the Fekir stuff because of how much we did target him, how long I followed that one for. I don't know what it is. But at the same time, you know, I won't follow Fekir again until he ever did sign for Liverpool. I really wouldn't, because we were scarred with that one. But Fabinho, we are definitely going to see him, mate. I don't feel just because we haven't seen him yet that Fabinho was, you know, misplaced money. And I think if we sign Ramsey, I think it's... by then, hopefully, we would have seen Fabinho play more games. I think, especially with James Milner being out now, it definitely opens up more of a chance for Fabinho in there. It opens up more of a chance for Shakiri in there. So, yeah, I think there's definitely room for a Ramsey to come into the team because we were targeting Fekir at the same time. Shakiri wants to play his number 10 role. It's his favourite role. He wants to play that more. So, by then... I don't know. It depends how good Shakiri plays that role. But then does Klopp go, we still need another attacking midfielder anyway? Does Lallana's injuries hold out? What the situation is by then, we don't know. Pritesh says Draxler. Wow. We saw the links before. I asked you guys your views on Draxler and whether you would take him. And actually, weirdly enough, it felt like 70% of you guys didn't actually want Draxler. There was a few of you guys that was like, yeah, all day long, I would take Draxler. But actually, 70% of the chat and a lot of you guys were saying, don't want him. Don't think he suited us or just wasn't a fan of his. I think Draxler's situation, I think with his manager, you know, he's a good player. I think Draxler's a good player. I don't know whether we ever see Draxler at Liverpool again. It's one of them that may be down the line. But where does he fit into the team? I'm not too sure. Draxler is a bit of a puzzle for me because I feel like he would be a very hit and miss player. Because he could come in and be a very good player for Liverpool. And it might sound stupid because it's common sense. He could come in and be a very good player, or he could come in and be very bad. He could flop. But there's certain players out there that you look at them and you go, it fully makes sense. Draxler, I don't know whether it makes sense or not to sign him. It's weighing up the options. Fekir made sense that we signed him. You know, if you was going out there and signing a left winger, for instance, a quality left winger, because you was thinking we need someone to back up Mane right now, you go, okay, yeah, that makes sense. If Moreno moves on and you sign a left back, you go, okay, yeah, that makes sense. But you sign Draxler and you go, right, does it make sense? And it's like, I'm not too sure. I'm not too sure right now. So, yeah, that's just where my head is at with the Draxler one. At a certain point, probably, you know, Wiz is saying Rabiot. I think the Rabiot one, makes sense more than what Draxler would to me, because I think Rabiot, with his versatility, I think I would prefer Rabiot over Draxler, guys, for me. And I think Rabiot, he's just a better all-round player, personally. That's just my personal opinion. And I think everyone would be, in the world of football, be trying to sign Rabiot. Draxler, possibly, but I'm looking at the Rabiot one. I think Rabiot would want to sign for Liverpool. I think Draxler, from what I saw, Draxler had a chance to maybe sign for Liverpool at one point, and he chose to go there instead. I don't know how true that was. It's just what you read in the papers, and we all know how that one goes. You never know what you can fully believe or not. You know, like I say, I don't have any inside source. So I'm the same as you guys. I'm a Liverpool supporter, so you only go what you read. And yeah, I think I did read a couple of things that stated that he might have been a target, and I think he did choose to go there. So does that mean that Draxler had his day and that he will never get it again? I don't know. But yeah, Rabiot, I think we should keep an eye on Rabiot, because even though Liverpool were like, we don't know where this nonsense has come from, we're ruling it out. I think Liverpool are going to say that, even if they did have a whisper to, you know, his agent, his mum, whatever's gone on there. If they have spoke like that, they are going to deny that, because they don't want to get a slap on the wrist in any way, shape or form. But at the same time, as I always say, you can't just go off what you do read in the papers and stuff, because there will be a lot of hype around him. But at the same time, guys, you've got to remember, he's a quality player that, with his situation going on a free or whatever, of course I think Liverpool are going to be interested and will throw their hat in the mix, as to most teams in the world. So it will be, does he prefer to move to Liverpool or others? The one thing that I did take from the articles when that was coming out with Rabiot is he did like Liverpool when he was growing up. But you've got to remember, a lot of players did because of their ages, Liverpool's rich history. Liverpool are a fantastic club, you know, as the reasons why we all support Liverpool. So, yeah. Paul's got a very, very good one here. Paul Pugh says, let's buy N'Golo Kante. Lol. If I could go out and sign a perfect midfielder for Liverpool right now, it would be N'Golo Kante. But I think the fact of the matter is we can't sign him, Paul. Because, yeah, I would absolutely love him. I said it so many times. He would be perfect Jurgen Klopp material, wouldn't he? He's a fantastic player. I think every team would want him, wouldn't they? Mohammed says Sterling does. Ooh, boo. Look, he's having a bit of a purple patch. He's doing all right for him, but he's bang average, isn't he? As a Liverpool supporter, can we say that Sterling is anything better than average anymore? No. I don't really... You know, I think we did well to get what we did for Sterling, to be honest. In that time frame, in that market, I think the fee that we got for Raheem was a good one. He does all right for them, but the one thing I always say about Sterling is a good player, but where's his end product? You know, he's a typical player that I think it's like on the new FIFA, for instance. Any of you guys that's played the new FIFA, with his time finishing, all that rubbish, you get through on goal and you try and hit it and it just rolls, or it goes stupid wide. That is Raheem Sterling. He messes up when it counts. And I thought the fee that we got for him was absolutely brilliant. You know, he's a quality player to get into positions, but yeah, his end product is not very good. So yeah, I wouldn't take him back. Paul says no snakes allowed. Yes. O-Dog says Draxler can play midfield and left wing, could be useful. Yeah, I definitely I think he could fill in some roles at Liverpool for sure, mate. I have spoken about it before and highlighted it, but I would prefer Rabiot. Rabiot and Draxler is where my head was at with it. What else have we got? PD says Kante. PD says FFS. There's others out there. There's plenty out there, mate. Plenty out there. Paul says, what about Thorthan? I can't pronounce his name, but is it Thorthan? Thorthan? I can't say them words. But yes, he's a very good player. Very good player. I really like him. He's one that I would take at Liverpool, to be honest. So yeah, that simple answer. I like him. Richard Fink says, I'm very weary of Fekir. But he also says Thorthan or Thorthan. It's nice. Richard, I hope you're good today, mate. Thank you for joining me. Weary of Fekir, mate. Are you weary in the sense of maybe Liverpool sign him? Are you weary that you just don't want to sign him? Richard has just really helped me, and it fully makes sense here. He says it's Tovan, Daz. That is it. It is Tovan. I know it is now, and I'm absolutely stupid. It's not Thorvan. It's Tovan. Thank you so much, Richard. You know, the one thing that you guys can always rely on me is to mess up pronouncing everything. Players' names, the simplest of words. That is what I will give you. It is Tovan. I've heard that before. I should know just from playing FIFA, really, because I hear him say it on that. But yeah, Richard, anyway, back to what you were saying. You're weary of Fekir. Is it you're weary of Liverpool signing because of his injury concerns, or in what sense, mate? Sorry. Mohammed says something there, and it's jumped. Sorry, Mohammed, mate. Does he have started a YouTube channel, a monthly vlog for motivational speeches and real life problems, and also cool pranks? What is your advice to me, Daz? Mohammed, just stick with it, buddy. Firstly, congratulations on doing that, and I think just stick with it. You know, just be consistent with it. People think that YouTube's easy, and this is what I wanted to say. It's World Mental Health Day, and people think that YouTube is easy and that like you just get in front of a camera and you might just do like an hour stream or something, and they go, that's easy, you know, they just do an hour stream and stuff like that. It's not hard. It is. And something you guys know, you know, I've been really busy lately and I haven't been able to do as much content, and firstly I apologise, but you know, something that I will say to you is stick by it. If it's something that you really want to do, anything in life, then just keep going and work hard at it and you will succeed. Anything you want in life, work hard and you will succeed at it. But yeah, with the World Mental Health Day and everything like that, it's, you know, I suffer with mental health, and something that I want to tell you guys at the moment, and, you know, I'm very busy at the moment, and something that, you know, I'm suffering at the moment, guys. I really am. And, you know, this isn't me saying this because I want you guys to, you know, feel sorry or anything like that. Okay, firstly, I'm saying this because I want you guys to know that I too suffer with mental health problems, and I have done for a long time. And I know there's a lot of you guys that do watch this that also do. And I think the best thing in life and what I'm seeing today is to talk to people about it. I'm very lucky that I've got a very, very loving and supportive family. I've got an absolutely amazing partner that's there for me all the time. But even there's days where I feel like I can't speak to the closest people to me. And a lot of you guys that suffer will know that, and you will feel like that as well. And if you are right now sitting watching this and you are feeling in any way, shape or form that you cannot speak to someone, then honestly, speak to them. And just don't ever feel like you can't, all right? Because as hard as it feels, and even for me to sit on here and to say this and to speak about this is hard, okay? And I'm not sugarcoating it in any way, shape or form. I am being as honest as I can possibly be. It is really hard for me, and it's not just that I'm a man. It's not just that or anything. It's not just the way I'm brought up. As a human being, I think it is hard in general to speak to people and to open up and to let people know that you're not feeling yourself and feeling low, and to feel like life is beating you at times, because life can get on top of you and it can feel like it's winning, but you are in control of your life. And at any point of your life, can you say enough is enough? I can take back control. And that is something that I struggle with from day to day, because one day I can feel like I'm in control and the next day I can feel like I've completely lost control, guys. All right. And at the moment, one of the reasons why I haven't been doing lots and lots of content is because I'm struggling, because it's not just when I do an hour live stream or I do a watch along or whatever, guys, or I do a half an hour live stream. It doesn't just take me half an hour. It doesn't just take me an hour. From the moment I wake up to the moment I go to bed, I am replying to your messages on Facebook, on Twitter, on Instagram, you know, doing all that, keeping up to date with Liverpool every day. To set up YouTube, to do all this takes hours. It takes me a long, long time. And I'm doing all that around juggling family life and work and other stuff. And you know, I'm not saying this because I want you to know in that sense. I'm saying it because I've hit a low point again in my life where I feel like everything just got a little bit too much for me. Okay, and it is World Mental Health Day, and I just needed a bit of a break. Okay, I needed a break. I realised that. I hadn't realised that, but when things feel like that it's getting a bit too much for you, okay, I needed to take a bit of a step back. And I needed to speak to people, and I sat down, I spoke to my missus, and she said to me, she said, you just need a bit of a break, and you need to speak to people, and you need to open up. And that's exactly what I've done. And then me speaking to you guys on here, I hope that you can realise that it's a big deal for me to say this in front of you guys. And I don't know how many people this might go out to, but from the bottom of my heart, honestly, if I can do this, you can find one person to speak to. And there is so many things out there, even if you find it hard to speak to someone that is close to you, because some people can't speak to people that are close to them because they feel that, you know, they're embarrassed to let people know, because I've been there, felt that as well. But there's numbers out there where you can call someone that they don't know you at all. They don't know you from anyone else, but you can just pick up a phone and you can call them and they will be there and they will listen. Okay, so you can find that online at a search of a button. But I guarantee you, if you just say to someone, I just need someone to talk to, and if you make that first step, honestly, it makes you feel so much better. And at the moment, I'm going through it again, and I've gone through it a lot in my life, but again, I'm fighting it and I'm getting through it, and I'm speaking to people and I'm taking a step back and I'm getting through it myself. And you can do it, okay? Because I've done it and I'm doing it again, and every single one of you can. And I think even though it's the day for this, every single day of the year, it doesn't just need to be a day. Every single day of the year, you can talk about this, and it should be made aware to everyone, because there's people out there that don't feel like they've got people. You've got everyone. You can reach out to anyone, okay? And one of the things that this channel gives people is a place to talk to people as regular as what I can do it, okay? You know, absolutely talking to everyone on here. It's a place. It's not just my channel. There's other live streams. You know, you've got Anfield Agenda that do live streams all the time. There's other Liverpool YouTube channels. There's other channels out there. There's so many channels that you guys can go on and just be a place, and just places for people to actually be able to just sit and congregate and talk to. Reach out to anyone in a live chat, even if it is just over a message, a text, honestly. All right, I don't need to say too much more on it, but that was a big deal for me to say. You guys just sitting and talking to someone, even over a message, even over a text, you can do it, all right? Honestly, there's always someone out there for you, and tomorrow will always be a better day, always, all right? Just honestly, I promise you. Anyway, I had to say that today because it's the day, and I wanted you guys to know, yeah, there's not been a lot of content recently, but I'm going through a bit of a bad time and I'm very busy, and just stick by me, guys, stick by me, because it will be back to normal, but that was just why, all right? Milner might retire next season, says Shallow. He's still got 2 years left on his contract. I don't know whether he will retire just yet. Shallow, what do you reckon? What's your reasonings behind it, mate? Mohammed says, thanks for the tip, Daz, and yeah, I understand you, Daz, my friend. He's 2, and after he speaks to me, he feels better. Talking can help a lot. Thanks, Daz. Indeed, Mohammed. Indeed, it is about that. Paul says, hope you're feeling better, Daz. We are here for you, brother. Thank you so much. I know, man. I know you're all here. Same as I'm here for all of you guys as much as I can be. That's one of the reasons why I like doing a live stream. So you guys are all here, able to talk and be in this, you know. Stephen says, I'm with you, Daz. I suffer from anxiety and essential tremor. Love and peace. You know, respect to you, Stephen, and I'm always here for you as well. Same with all of you guys. Ferner says, we love you, Daz. Thank you so much, guys. Honestly, you never walk alone, to all of you. It's the Liverpool motto. You never walk alone. You know, our fans' motto is one of the best things that you can look at in that sense, but just to absolutely anyone. You don't have to be a Liverpool supporter. You know, we've got other supporters on this. It doesn't matter who you are. It's a serious matter in life, isn't it, guys? And you have to take it very serious, because people do serious things related to this, you know. Ashley says, hey, Daz, big respect to you. I know how hard it is, as my best friend went through a rough time with depression. Talking really helped him. Best wishes. Indeed, Ashley, indeed. And yeah, it's so true, Ashley. It's so true. Nigel, wow, thank you so much, Nigel. Honestly, thank you so much. As I always say, I don't expect it, but with that £10 donation, we love you, Des. Thank you so much, Nigel. Honestly, I hope you've had a fantastic day as always, Nigel, and I love you too. I love every single one of you guys, honestly. This channel and all of your support, one of the things that I love about this channel is that I feel like all of you are my friends that I get to talk to every single day that I can do a live stream, and I talk to all of you. You become my friends. You really have. I don't look at you like subscribers. I look at you like you're my friends. You know, you're my Liverpool supporting friends that I get to talk about Liverpool with. And yeah, you know, you help me all the time get through it. But yeah, please don't think that I'm just trying to duck out of doing content and just feel like it's only an hour or whatever. I just needed a bit of a break, guys. It can be tough sometimes, you know. O-Dog says, respect, Daz, you never will clone. Thank you so much. Milner's 32, he's fit and healthy, but will retire or leave Liverpool in the next few years. Yeah, I would love for him to go on to be a coach, mate. I really do. Louis says, you never will clone, Daz. You never will clone, Louis, mate. You never will clone. I just thought, with everything that's going on recently and then this day today, I just thought it might have been a good time to let you guys know that's one of the reasons why it's going on. Because I'm with all that, guys, you know. But you can probably tell I'm a little bit stuttery in my words because it's hard for me to talk about, guys. But yeah, Nigel, thank you so much, my friend. Thank you to all of you guys. Honestly, Paul says, Daz, I have to go. I'll catch up with you soon, and we are here for you. You never will clone. Take care, Paul. Enjoy the rest of your day, and I'm here for you as well, buddy. You never will clone. What else have we got? So Harry Wilson says, free kick against United. He got a text from Klopp afterwards saying, fantastic free kick. Really great football. What I would do to have a text message from Jurgen Klopp doesn't have to be, you know, anything special, but just a little text from Jurgen himself saying, you know, oh, fantastic stream or something like that. I mean, I would like a Jurgen cuddle as well, a Jurgen hug as we call it. I think that would be amazing, wouldn't it, as well? What a man, eh? I think Jurgen's hugs could help a lot of people as well, couldn't it? He just seems like such a nice person as well, doesn't he? Stephen says, suffered with depression when younger for many years. Sadly, I lost my brother-in-law to it. Always speak to someone if you're in a dark place. Definitely. I'm sorry to hear that, mate. And yeah, I think, Stephen, I saw statistics today. I think one of the statistics I saw, they're all different, but one was saying like 1 in 4 people suffer. But I think that it might be a lot more. I think everyone in their life does end up or will end up suffering with depression. I just think people don't end up knowing it, or they might not be realising that they are. But yeah, it's knowing the signs sometimes and knowing that you can talk to people and not being embarrassed or afraid to do it, which I was for a long time. You know, I felt like it was a weakness. That was my way of looking at it. And I know when I spoke to a few of my mates and they felt exactly the same. It just feel like you can't speak to someone because it's a weakness. I don't want people to look down on me, and it sounds silly me saying that now, but back then when that was the case, that wasn't silly at all. That was actually how I felt about it, guys. So yeah, sorry to hear in your situation there, mate, about your brother-in-law as well. What else have we got? So the Express have suggested that Liverpool are interested in Anthony Marshall on a free when his deal expires at Manchester United. Oh dear. Right, well, firstly, I've seen a lot of people say about Marshall, they would take him on a free. I don't think Liverpool Man United really trade, do they? Look, if he was on a free, then I think the majority of people would go, yeah, all right, on a free. He was ruined at Man United, probably would be a good signing on a free, wouldn't he? But yeah, he's a mank, and I just don't see. I don't know. I really don't know with that one. Let me know your views in the comment section. If you're watching it back on a replay, let me know your views as well. Jide says, hi Jide, mate. How are you today? I hope you're good. Thank you for joining me. Shadow says, Daz, are you doing a Croatia versus England watch-along video based on Lovren versus Gomez? I'm not, mate. I'm not. I think it's going to be a very good one, though. I think it's going to be a very good one. But yeah, I'm not able to do it for that. But yeah, are you going to be watching it, Shadow? It sounds like you are going to be watching it. Stephen says you're stronger if you can speak about it. Definitely, mate. Definitely. You'll never walk alone to you. Paul says, hello, Daz. Hope you and your family are okay. Hello, Paul, mate. How are you? We're good, thank you, mate. Hope you and your family are good as well. Michael says, hi, Daz. I suffer really bad with depression. I hope you're okay, mate. You'll never walk alone. Michael, mate, yeah, I'm the same, buddy. I'm the same. I hope you're okay at the moment. Hope you're okay, and obviously the same applies to everyone out there as well. You're never clone to you. Stephen says Marshall would not get in a team, mate. He's definitely not getting in the first team, is he? But yeah, let me know your views on it. As I say, everyone, I see this. Look, it's the Express as well. Are the Express really that reliable? Yeah. Oak Dog's got a good chant here. We love you, Dazza. We do. We love you, Dazza. We do. We love you, Dazza. We do. Can I finish it off? Oh, Dazza, we love you. Thank you so much, Oak Dog. Thank you. Yeah, it is one of them things you see about professional football players. You see it about celebrities and stuff like that. And you see it just in day to day. You know, you might see a friend when they're out at a party or something and they're all smiles, and behind closed doors, you don't know what they're suffering with. And it's true. Like, you guys will see me and I'll be in a good mood on the stream. I'm talking about my football club and I'm loving life. I'm talking to my friends. You guys, that is, you know, about Liverpool and on a watch along. Liverpool have just won. I'm all excited. I mean, you know, you just don't know what's going on behind closed doors and with people. So it's also good to keep an eye on people as well, isn't it? That's the one thing that we should do with our close ones and friends as well, guys. It's good to keep an eye, look out for the warning signals as well. Paul says, our signings with United will never happen. We haven't done business with them since 1964. That was the last player from both clubs. Yeah, I know. This is where I'm looking at it and going, man, I don't see it myself. No, it's just gone 3-2 down on FIFA from 2-0 up. No, that is FIFA all over. Seriously, I think I lost. I think it was 4-3 I lost, and I was 3-0 up, and, you know, running to the corner flag and being a div like you do with the celebrations, because I was like, done him. Yeah, lost 4-3. Absolutely gutting. Serves me right for being an idiot, I guess. I'm fine, thanks, Daz. Good to hear it, Paul, mate. Good to hear it. Fernando said, Express is so BS, but if Klopp actually wanted Marshall, I'm defo take him. Klopp could do wonders with him. I think Jurgen Klopp could do amazing with him, to be honest. I think he's got ability. I think he was ruined there, but I just don't see Liverpool Man United doing business. I find it really hard. I find it really, really hard. Connor says, we'll have to get Daz an Elvis costume to do a sing-along. Oh, thank you very much. Yeah, we would have to, wouldn't we? Oh, you really don't want to hear me singing Elvis. Connor has to put up with it regularly. Before we do our live streams and watch-alongs, and Connor, obviously, he does a lot of live streams with me, doesn't he? Poor Connor has to hear me sing Elvis quite a bit. And I feel for you, Connor. I feel for you. Louis says, Adam and Lallana are available to play against Huddersfield. Indeed, that's what we're hearing. Has been in full training for a while, but decided extra sessions would be more beneficial than being on a bench for matches. Paul Joyce. Spot on, Louis. Spot on, mate. I'm thinking that, obviously, the topic of this one was who will step up for James Milner with him being absent. Could it be Adam Lallana? That's what I'm saying. And he's a more creative player as well. So I want to see him. I want to see him come back into the team. I want to see him really kickstart and be really good. So I would love to see Adam Lallana back in and be an absolute monster as well. Noah says 4-2 down, jammy goal. Oh, no. Rody says, roar. Rody, you're roaring. Do you feel like a bit of a lion today, mate? Could be a tiger, I guess. Could be a tiger. Eric says, hey, Dad, it's been a little while. Hey, Eric, mate. It has, mate. It's been a couple of days, isn't it? Again, it's been a couple of days, buddy. I hope you're okay, Eric. I hope you're feeling good. Junior says, I'm back, Dazza. Welcome back, Junior, mate. Welcome back. Always good to see my Junior in the building. Mohammed says the only one I'll sign would be Rashford from United. Yeah, Rashford's a very talented player. I think Klopp could literally turn him into an absolute animal. But at the same time, the one thing I hate, guys, is I look at a couple of United players and I think, yeah, what Klopp could do with them. But I just can't get round the fact that they're United players. And I think, no. I just no. Once they've brought at United top, it puts me off. It really does put me off. Right? It just, even put this, Shakiri still lives in Manchester. And I was like that, just a silly thing like that just makes me think, and that isn't anything even to do with, United, but it's just like you hear the slightest thing and it's just silly, isn't it? It really is, but it's funny what it can do to you. That's how much of a rivalry there is between us. Kevin says Klopp could turn Marshall into a Martian. The speed and physique. But he is a man. Exactly. I like that. Marshall becoming a Martian. Indeed. Michael says, Daz, I don't think we don't have anyone that can do what Millie can do. Only Adam Lallana can do the same sort of thing he does. And I can't wait to see Oxo back in action. Yeah, I agree, mate. I agree. James Milner, I said it in the game when he come off against City. When Milner come off the pitch, we went too direct as well, too narrow. James Milner is the player that drifts out wide and gives us the most width on the pitch. Not just with how Milner plays and how much of a beast he is and an animal, but I think he's the width player. And I think Lallana's the closest that he can drift and be a creative player like that as well. But I think the other midfielders, they just don't do that, do they, very much? Milner is a unique player for us. He very much is so. So I fully agree with you. Pritish says, Daz, do some ASMR. What? I'm sorry. Am I really stupid here? Pritish, what's ASMR? Am I being really silly here? Is it an age thing, or am I missing something really, really, really badly here? I'm not the best when it comes to these things. Stephen says, once worn a United kit, it's like damaged goods in my head. Yes, I'm fully behind that one. I'm exactly the same. O-Dog says, in the 90th minute, my opponent crossed a ball in straight at my goalkeeper Begovic. He tries to punch it away and misses a ball. It falls to one of his players and scores. Costed me the game. FIFA. Junior says, we will start Naby every game from now on, Louis. Yeah, Naby probably does end up being the main little lad in there now, doesn't he? We'll see whether the consistency starts to kick in with Naby, as we said earlier on. Bilal's in the building. Bilal, my friend, how are you today? Good to see you in here. He says, hey, Daz, you all right? Lallana, good choice for Millie until Millie fit. Yeah, I'm okay, mate. How are you today, my friend? I hope you're good. Yeah, I said this. I'm wondering whether Lallana steps up. He's available for the Huddersfield one, is what we're hearing. So, yeah, we shall see. But Shakiri's talking about he feels he's close to the start 11 as well. His preferred role is a number 10. So does Fabinho get more game time now? There's options there, isn't there? There is really options. Anyone have a time frame on Ox? Well, it was for the season, wasn't it? I really don't want to see him rush back in, Eric. I don't want to see him rush back in. As much as I would love to see Ox come back in, because I think we do miss him. I think we are missing him. But I just don't want to see him rush, because the last thing that I want is for him to be out for even longer. So I hope it's not much longer than that. Fernando says, ASMR is whispering to your mic. Lol. Is it actually whispering to your mic? Why would I whisper to my mic? So it's like a naughty thing then, or is it really not? I have no idea. You guys are frustrated. Michael says, big up, Daz. Keep up the good work. Most informative. Thank you so much, Michael. Thank you so much. I wish I could do a bit more at the moment, guys. I will get back to doing more again once everything else eases up a little bit. You know I will. You know what I'm like. I can't keep away for too long. Mohammed says, by the way, Daz, Blonde or who are you for apart from Salah? Are you team Messi or Ronaldo? I'm Messi. A lot of people are Ronaldo. You know, I get why people say Ronaldo, but I just, again, it's the Mank thing. I can't get my head over it. I have to go Messi. And to be honest with you, I always have looked at it and said, does Messi do it if he leaves Barca? But I love him. I think he's such a good player. I would have liked to have seen him tested, you know, say in the Premier League, for instance. I think that would have been good. Stephen says, Daz, do you think Karius was unjustly criticised the other day over that goal against Malmo? I haven't seen it, so I can't really comment too much. But I think that what people need to do is just give him time, because I think if every mistake he makes, they just go full in on him, then, you know, is he ever going to recover? And, you know, it's not really down to us having to worry about it too much, because we've got our number one goalkeeper here. I'm more worried about him as a person. You know, we're talking about World Mental Health Day. We're talking about us. And you've got to look at Karius as a person and what he's been through and what he's going through. If every time he makes a mistake, that gets at him, you know, this is how he makes his loaf of bread, isn't it? This is his career. I want to see him recover from it. I want to see him get back on track. And if every time he makes a mistake, everyone just goes mental over it, you do have to feel for him in that sense. But I don't know, mate. I really don't know. Like I say, I didn't see the goal. So Pritesh says, when you talk softly, really close to the mic. Why do you guys want to see that? What's that all about? You're going to record it blatantly and put it out on Twitter or something. Why do you want to see that? That's as much as you're getting, all right? Anything else, you have to pay like 60 quid an hour. I'm not for sale, all right? Connor says, Daz, next time we do a watch along, we'll have to sing the LA for the intro and have a stream for mental health. Yeah, definitely, mate, definitely. You know, this one, I spoke about the mental health thing in it for a portion. I wanted to do it. I was considering actually just doing a mental health stream today on it. But at the same time, I thought if I did that, the one thing is that, as sad as it sounds, guys, is when you actually do things like that, you don't actually, you know, people might not engage that much with the content. And I wanted to make sure that people, you know, got their updates at the same time as I got to, you know, talk about it, because it is a serious problem. And yeah, so I've been able to give you guys the updates, give you my views on things and talk about it. So I didn't want it to be that I did just a stream on mental health and then people was like, well, I'm not clicking on that because it doesn't concern me, because I feel like it does concern everybody. So yeah, I hope you guys understand that. As he says, hello to all the Reds. Hello, Ali, my friend. How are you? Understand the caution, says Eric. Yeah, definitely, mate. I think we do need to be cautious with him, don't we? Liam says, gives Naby and Fabinho some time to get game time. We need this, actually, because an injury was inevitable later in the season. Good to get it out the way. Yes, yeah, definitely, mate, definitely. Shadow says, should Mignolet play against Huddersfield? To be fair, Huddersfield getting relegated anyway, so I'd rather start Mignolet over Alisson, who agree. I don't know, man. I've said this before, I don't think you really need to rotate the goalkeeper that much. I don't think you need the rest. I don't like really breaking up the back line and the goalkeeper too much. Imagine if we did rest Alisson or did put Mignolet in there and we dropped the points. Oh, God, would it be? It would be bad, wouldn't it? Alice says, love you, Daz. Mwah. Love you too, my friend. Love you too. Sorry isn't better than Pep, lol. No. Emma's in the building. Good to see you today, Emma. How are you, my friend? I hope you're good. Alex says, Mignolet. What if Alisson gets injured, says Noah. Oh, so you're talking about resting Alisson in case he got injured. Just give him a bit of rest time. Yes, Daz is Team Messi, says Mohammed. Yeah, I am Team Messi, mate. Of course. Pep is better than Pulis for me. Pep is better than Pulis, yeah. Hey, Daz, what's up, says Andre. Hello, Andre, mate. How are you? I'm good, thank you. How are you today, my friend? Nigel says, read an article today. Trent is a semi-professional chess champion. What? No way, is he actually? So he has a good eye for strategy. I think he should play left of Gomez. Keep Gomez right wing. So play Gomez on the right and play Trent as centre-back, Nigel saying there. Semi-professional chess champion. What? No way. That's a new one. So the lad, he does the hoovering. He does his chores. He's a semi-professional chess champion. And, you know, incredible. What a lad we've got. I absolutely love young Trent. I think he's amazing. Future Liverpool captain right there. Oh, Eric read the same thing as well. How have I missed this? What did you read this on, guys? I've been scrolling. So I never saw this. You see me scrolling. I didn't see this about Trent. Ashley says, Daz, I would like to play Sturridge as striker and Bobby as cam with Fab and Naby in midfield. What do you think? I think that would be fan-dabby-dozy, Ash. I would definitely do that. I would definitely try that and see how that one pans out, to be honest. Why not? What's wrong with trying to give that a go? Sturridge is getting goals. He's playing well. I think Bobby is being shut out of games at the moment. It's my personal view. I just don't think, I think we're bypassing him, to be fair. So I think we need to try and mix it up and try and get him involved in games more. Play him as the cam. He's that creative player that we've got there for sure. And he, you know, he's played midfield before. He's defensively solid as well. Yeah, I love that midfield. I think it'd be brilliant. Sturridge, we can't rely on him every game to play that striker role, but yeah, I would definitely go there. The reason I say about the striker is I just worry a little bit about overplaying him, just because I want to have him available as much as possible. So don't overdo it, but yeah, definitely against Huddersfield, Sturridge up top, Bobby just behind him. With that midfield, I think it'd be great, mate. I think give it a go. But at the same time, you know, as always, let me know your views on it, guys. Michael says, don't even like saying their names. Man CIty. I feel sick. Yeah. Read the same thing about Trent. Eric had said, defo online. Oh, do you know, I hate this, right? I go online, obviously before I do like my update videos and everything, I'm like, right, need to make sure I've got everything. I have my trusty notepad in front of me. I mean, look, today, guys, right? Notepad, I have scribbles, I have pages, my notepads are all over the place. I mean, this one, it's falling apart. I literally jot down everything that I see and I'm like, right, I need to take this, I need to take this. And then throughout the streams, I bounce through things like this, for instance. I haven't spoken about this, but Buffon names Anfield in his top 3 stadiums to play. And he said that it was one of the few stadiums that he had such commotion for the first 15-20 minutes. He had trouble concentrating. You know, silly things like that. I see this online, I take it, I write it down in a notepad, and then I give it to you guys. I just dish you information throughout the live streams. I do that all day. This is what I say. When I come on YouTube, it's not just an hour or whatever. I'm literally at it. From the moment I wake up, I'm like, right, what's going on with Liverpool this morning? What's going on here? Throughout the day, I'm constantly on things. And somehow I've missed Trent doing a chess thing. You know, being a semi-professional chess champion. And it actually does bug me when I miss things, because I'm like, that's the sort of thing that would have gone in a notepad. Do you know what I mean? Because I love stuff like that. I think it's amazing. Stealth said it's on BBC. Right, thank you so much, Stealth, mate. Shadow said Trent on BBC. Noah says Shakiri just scored a header for me on FIFA. Shortest man on the pitch. You could literally be 3 foot something and score headers on the pitch. It's absolutely ridiculous. Crosses and headers OP as anything on FIFA. It's ridiculous. Have I got anything else that I haven't spoke about on today's stuff? Yeah, I think I said Shakiri's injured, but it's not his knee, it's his ankle, wasn't it? He's injured for at least a month. Lucas Paqueta is joining AC Milan by the looks of it. Adam Lallana will be available after the international break against Huddersfield. Barcelona preparing a shock bid for Liverpool, Alberto Moreno. Happy birthday to Shakiri. It's his 27th. And then I've jotted down about his preferred role is a number 10. You know, that's the sort of stuff that I jot down in my notepad to bring to you guys. And there we go. Steph's putting a link in there for you guys as well. Eric says, Daz, all that you can do is your best. That's good enough. Thanks, man. Thank you so much, Eric. Yeah, he's... I try, Eric, my friend. I do try. Yeah, so obviously, like I said, guys, earlier, with the World Mental Health Day, definitely don't forget to keep an eye out for the warning signs of everyone else. Don't forget to talk to everyone. If you're having a problem or talk to someone, find someone to talk to. It's the day for it, but there is no day for it. It's every single day, all right? Don't forget what I said as well. I'm going through it at the moment, and I'm struggling myself, and I'm getting through it day by day. If I can do it, if I can sit on a live stream and talk about my problems, then you guys can find someone to talk to. Honestly, it does help. It does help. I feel better just telling you guys the reason why I'm not doing a lot of content at the moment is because I just need a break. All right, I feel better because I'm getting it off my chest, because every day I've got so many of you guys going, Dad, why aren't you doing a live stream today or whatever like that? And I just feel stressed. I feel pressure because I don't want to let you guys down. I feel like I have to do it every day, and it is pressure. And I feel like I've relieved a bit of stress just by saying that to you guys. So thank you so much to all you guys that put a message in there and all your support. And honestly, you know, the same goes to all of you. All right. I wish you all the best. I hope that if you are suffering with mental health at the moment or in any way, shape or form, that you get through it and that you do find someone to talk to. All right, there's a lot of avenues out there that you can go down, and it's there. All right, it's always there for you. Everyone has got something or someone, and like I say, it's even if it's just you coming on a live stream like this and talking and finding someone in a live chat, we are all here for you. You're never walk alone, to all of you. Thank you so much to all of you for joining me on this live stream today as well. I hope that I've given you as much update as what I can for this one as well, even though I missed out about Trent being a chess player and all that. Not too shabby. Thank you for putting that in the live chat as well. Hope you enjoy the rest of your evenings, ladies and gentlemen. And yeah, I'm now going to go and make a cup of tea because I need one and I think I deserve one after all that waffling on. That's what I feel. I feel like I just waffle for the time that I want to live stream, especially when I don't have call-ins. I feel like I just waffle for a bit. Junior says read previous comments before mine. Nicole says no pressure. Thank you so much, Nicole, my friend. Thank you so much. Andre says, why is that, Junior? If you need a break, Daz, you need a break. No problem, fella. Thank you so much, Stephen. Thank you so much. And thank you for understanding, everyone, honestly. Michael says, Daz, do you think it's time to change it up now? Show what we got, because I think we got a lot more than we think time to roll the dice. I agree with that one. Spot on there. You never will clone, Daz. You never will clone to you, Ash, mate. Enjoy the rest of your day. Michael says, Daz, medication can help. It doesn't go away, but it does help. Michael, I am actually currently on something at the moment, buddy. So yeah, it is helping as well. But like I say, all is a part of it, isn't it? And talking is a massive part of it, guys. Talking is a massive part. Andre is laughing. Connor says the only two things everyone needs in life right now is Liverpool and FIFA. Both are stressful, but we can't get enough of them. Junior, you see it? I can't see, I think what he's saying. Eric says, cheers, Daz. Thanks, everyone. Thank you, Eric, mate. Take care, buddy. Andre says, smarmy git. Who's smarmy? Who's smarmy? I don't know what's gone on there, guys. FIFA is so stressful. Take care, Nigel. Right, that's it, guys. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. You take care. You look after yourselves. Enjoy the rest of your days. And like I say, massive message today. And look after yourselves. All of you, all right? From the bottom of my heart, look after yourselves. I've been on the bench, LFC. You've all been legends. I will see you in the next one. Take care.